What's up, everybody? Today we're looking at the Canon FD 50mm f1.4 on the Sony A6000. Okay, so here it is, the FD 50.4, and I had previously done a quick hands-on video just showing off the lens and the adapter without any audio, but this lens is popular enough that I felt like it deserved a proper run-through. Now, I picked this lens up at my local thrift store. This was one of the first bargains that I ever found. I picked this one up for $20. It came in a camera bag with an off-branded 28mm f2.8 and a Canon AE1. Now, the focusing distance on this lens goes from infinity down to 1.5 feet, or 0.45 meters, and it takes that infinity mark a half a rotation around the lens before you reach your minimum focusing distance. I ran out and got a few samples here to give you an idea of how close you can get to some of these objects. Now, I do have quite a few other 50mm lenses, and this 0.45 meters or 1.5 feet minimum focusing distance is about as close as you're going to get. Now, the aperture on this lens goes from f22 and opens up to a very bright f1.4, and the lens does make stops in between the indicators on the aperture ring. Now, this lens also has 8 aperture blades, which produces some beautiful round bokeh. I went ahead and took a few samples here. Here you see it wide open, and then I started stepping it down, and you can see it never really gives up that beautiful round bokeh shape. Okay, so let's get the lens adapted, and to do that I'm using this K&F concept adapter. This is the Canon FD to NEX version, and I get these off of Amazon for about $15. Now, most adapters don't have this extra lock open switch on it. That's exclusive to the Canon FD mount. And what you need to remember is just have it in the open position when you're mounting the lens. And then after you get the lens on there, switch that over to the lock position. And then that'll give you the ability to adjust your aperture. If you don't do that, the lens will not allow you to adjust your aperture. Okay, now that we have everything adapted, let's get the lens onto the camera, and that's just a matter of lining up the dots and making a turn. We can treat it like any other E-mount lens now that it's adapted. It should mention that this lens weighs 8 ounces and stands 1 3/4 inches tall, and that's without the adapter. But it fits very comfortably on this camera. It's not too heavy, and it's very comfortable in the hand. Now, here are a few video and photo samples of the lens in action. Now, I always like to leave you with a little betta fish bokeh. And if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more like it, go ahead and subscribe. And I always like hearing the comments, so leave a comment down below, and we'll see you next time.